Is this heaven?
No, it's a podcast. Welcome to the Field of Geeks podcast.
To episode 131 of the Field of Geeks podcast. I'm Josh.
I'm Joey.
I'm Mitch.
I usually go last. Psych.
That's the joke today.
You don't get it, though.
No. Well, there might be a prelude.
That's just for us in the studio.
Oh,
Let's hear it for the audience.
Yay!
I was going to just point and have it be like crickets.
Oh, you know what? In post, I could put in a bunch of claps.
Oh, don't do that.
How about just crickets?
I can do that clapping? The show.
Yeah.
That sounds good. Cool. All
right. I like when you added that Matlock sound.
Throwback to 129.
Yeah.
You weren't on that, were you, Joe?
No.
I haven't been on for a couple months. So I have been sick.
Everything good now?
I think so. I had like a cough for like 2 months.
Oh.
It was really brutal. So I didn't want to like be on here and just like coughing every 2 minutes. It was more like every 30 seconds. But I think I'm fine now. I wasn't able to hear out of my left ear for that time either. And I went to the doctor. I went to the clinic, and then I went to the actual like doctor. Not to say like people that work at the clinic aren't doctors, but
it's a hobby.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's something that they just do on their pastime.
Can we hurry this up? I got my kid's soccer practice at 4.
Whoa, there's a bone in there.
You got a cough. Psych!
And then I cough, and they're like, "Oh, and that's like."
They diagnose him at the counter, like cough. Cough drops. Here you go.
You're dying,
You're
psych.
welcome.
No, that's they seriously just like prescribed me like Mucinex.
They didn't give you any.
Or no, it was they prescribed me Claritin, and I was like, okay, but it was like a Claritin D or something. So I was like, all right. And then I went to the doctor, and he was like, yeah, you shouldn't be taking that. I'm like, what? Okay. And he was like, yeah, you should take like this special Mucinex and then like regular Claritin. And I'm like, so is there anything that you can do? And he was like, not really.
Psych.
Yeah. I'll be able to help you out. Psych. You won't be sick anymore.
I love when you go to the doctor and they're like, oh, well, you got the flu. Well, is there anything I can take? Nope. You just got to play that one out. Well, thanks for the $20.
Take a hike and get out of my office.
Thanks
for the $25.
Yeah, thanks for taking $25 out of my pocket to tell me that I'm sick.
Can you buy me lunch?
It's like I would prescribe something.
Can I get a voucher? Do you guys validate? No, someone just took your car. They were wearing a vest. They were just wearing a vest. I don't know why you gave them the keys to your car.
Those are the best ones, though. Yeah, you just got to play it out, man. Well, can you do anything? No,
you suck.
That should be a free visit, you know?
Yeah.
Well, I don't think so. They still wasted materials on you.
No,
they did.
Half the time they just use that little light. I mean,
right? That's stuff they're using on you. You're paying them for a service.
I'll go buy them a double-A battery.
Even if the service is bad, you still have to pay them.
Well, I mean, if the food is bad as a restaurant, do you pay them? I mean, half the time they comp your meal anyway.
Are you going to eat the whole thing?
No.
Or if you eat any of it, then yeah, probably.
Bad.
This tastes like poo. I don't like it.
There's nothing left. I know, but I don't like it.
I had to get to the last bite to make sure it tasted like poo.
Yeah, there it is.
Yep.
This was good, psych. You're getting a good tip. Psych.
Psych. Oh my God, can you imagine if you put that on a receipt? Tip. Psych.
No, you put like $1,000 tip, and then you point an arrow to where it says customer copy. You're like, psych.
Psych.
For any of you people in the service industry, I would never do this. This is just a scenario. I think it's funny. Please don't spit my food.
The question,
I respect you.
The question that I have
No, he
is,
doesn't.
okay, so you
Yes,
got
I do.
You got merchant copy and you got customer copy. I mean, if you write down and you take the other, 5 copies that they give you, Can they still use that?
The customer copy?
Yeah.
Because
I mean, it still has a tip section.
but there's no signature.
No, I write my signature in there.
Sometimes there's a signature.
Yeah, it just depends on where you go. I mean, they look so identical that you can't even tell.
You're like, watch this. We're going to get out of paying this bill. Here's the customer copy.
Psych?
And they say, this is the customer copy. And you're like, shit.
You foiled my plans.
I'll be right back. And just ran out the door.
Take me in. It's like, no, just sign the regular one.
Your food was so bad, I just decided to bust your own dishes.
Another.
I will not pay.
Welcome to Chipotle.
It's like plastic dish. Like,
I can't break.
Oh, God, Chipotle.
Garbage.
That's a place that makes me go real quick.
Garbage.
Between Who Hot and Jimmy John's and Chipotle, those are the places that if I ever needed a cleanse, I'd go to.
Jimmy John's is good, though.
No.
It absolutely is.
No, the bread is too hard. It's like eating a rock.
Have you
What?
had the
What?
baguette? That's the new thing they got.
Oh, yeah. No,
That's harder, I think.
their meat's slimy and greasy, and their bread is too damn
Are
hard.
you talking about the sauce? The
No.
sauce that they put on there is slimy?
Oh, God.
I've never
it
had
is.
any meat from there that I would describe as slimy.
Their salami is slimy.
No.
You thinking of Arby's?
Yeah, you're
no,
probably thinking
no,
of
no.
Arby's.
Arby's is good. I like Arby's.
I eat Arby's. I don't like Arby's.
No, I like
It's not great.
Hey, they got mozzarella sticks.
Yeah,
Like,
it's
can I
just
get
a
another-
block of cheese.
Can I get an rate combo? I don't want the sandwich. Just give me a bunch of mozzarella sticks.
So wait, instead of fries, you can get mozzarella sticks?
Yeah. You
Oh
can
my
get
God.
Potato patty things. Yeah.
But
Jalapeno
instead of
poppers.
drive-through mozzarella sticks, you could get anything else.
Really?
And you could make a better choice.
You just order
Not eat fast food mozzarella sticks.
Would you like?
I would never trust
Those
fast
are
food.
so good.
No.
There.
Nope.
Oh.
Where?
Yeah, Arby's.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Arby's
This is
better.
Field of Geeks, not Field of
Food review?
Food.
We're having a cleansing.
Yeah, I'm having a deep cleansing of my colon right now.
Yeah, there you go. There
Ew,
you go.
not on the chair.
Psych!
Speaking
I'm
of-
not crapping my pants. Psych. So you are? I have to go. I must leave now.
Hey, you. Yes, I'm talking to you. Thanks for listening to Field of Geeks podcast. I'd like to remind you to please check us out on all social media and most streaming and download platforms. fieldofgeeks.com. Back to the show. Game of Thrones, they're coming out with a box set in December 3rd.
I need to get it.
Is that going to be the entire series?
Yes.
Okay.
No, it's going to be just the first season. And then episodes 3 and 5 of season 4. And that's it. Yes, it's going to be the whole series.
It's like watching on Hulu.
He's
You
gonna
like
open
all
it.
the seasons?
Watch it on Hulu. It's not even on Hulu. It's on HBO.
I know, but it's like when you go to Hulu and you're looking for like all the seasons on there. They're like, yeah, we got season 5. Oh, great, but we only got 2 episodes.
He's gonna open it
I've
up.
never
It's gonna-
experienced that.
Oh, I have. It's horrible.
It's gonna be like Psych. Psych
Yeah.
comes out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm watching Psych. Psych.
It's USA Psych. We got 2 movies. Yeah, it's gonna be in a wooden box, artwork enclosed, $250.
Oh,
So, I'm good.
does it come with the dragon egg?
I have the money for that. Psych. I wish Steve were here so we could talk about. Did he talk about what he thought about Game of Thrones yet? The last season?
I think you liked it.
Oh, did he? Good.
Yeah.
I liked it too. I thought people were kind of crying over nothing. I mean, people built up. The problem was there were 2 years between the 7th season and this last season, so there was a lot of expectations to be built up.
Mm-hmm.
So there's a lot more room for disappointment.
Right.
When you have that long of a time span, people start to make up their own storylines in their head. And just like you said, that's a lot of time in between things.
Yeah,
If
which
it
is
was
why it was like the same thing with Star Wars. Like, so when Force Awakens came out, like people didn't really have many expectations because it was like, well, it's continuation of the story, but we don't know like to what extent. When the second one, Last Jedi, came out, there was like, was it 2 years since Force Awakens?
Mm-hmm.
There was a lot of expectations to be built up. Like everybody's like, oh, well, she's going to be Luke's daughter. Luke's going to be like this, blah, blah, blah. And then when they weren't like that, people, bitched. And it's just like, Also like this entertainment, like it's great that you love it, but you're not entitled to like anything.
Dictate what it is.
Yeah. And like people are, doing like the Kickstarter to remake season 8 or sign a petition to like remake season 8 of Game of Thrones. And the people are like, oh, it passed 5,000 signatures or whatever. It's like, who cares? This is like really ridiculous.
Yeah, there's so many petitions out there. I don't even read into them.
Well, it's because of the Zack Snyder petition, which is the only one that really holds up to me.
Yeah.
I think that's a valid petition, though, the Zack Snyder one.
Well, yeah, because I mean, the entire product was already made,
Yeah.
and then you just remade it into
Yeah.
a crappier product.
Well,
So we're just like, hey, just release the stuff you have. We're not asking you to
Right.
make anything different.
Yeah.
Well, that's
You
what I want them
did
to
that
do.
yourself.
I want them to do that with Swamp Thing. They have a petition, I think, too, which I think is
Well, that's probably
valid.
out of the question though, because I mean, it's about budget stuff,
Yeah.
and it's about WB being
WB.
WB.
It's a great show, but yeah.
So
Still
watch
loving
it.
it. Oh, you guys see it.
I was
It's
gonna
great.
wait to binge it.
Yeah. Yeah, maybe you think DC, the Universe streaming app, should start doing that? Just release them all at once? Or...
No, because then I feel like they'd lose people after a month or whatever the
I guess, yeah.
thing is.
True. Well, this was kind of surprising news. I mean, maybe not entirely surprising, but Lexi Rabe, Morgan
Oh.
Stark in Endgame.
Yeah.
Apparently she's being bullied by Marvel fans and
For
so
what,
on.
though?
Oh
Her-
yeah, I saw some of that.
Yeah,
Her
that's kinda
stuff was
ridiculous.
so small, and I mean, as far as the storyline goes, kind of insignificant, except for the fact that
Yeah,
it just
made
showed
it made
Tony
no
Stark.
difference.
Yeah.
It just gave Tony like,
A human feel to it.
well, and it gave Tony like something to fight for.
Right.
Like, I mean, he already had Pepper, but like,
She wasn't bad by any means.
And
I
it
mean,
also-
it was just
but it gave him reason to like, not want to change
right.
the past.
Yeah, it's true.
I mean, if she was more in the movie, like say Wolverine, like Old Man Logan or something like that, and she was bad, then I could. There's no reason to bully, but I could see some disdain for that character. But I don't
Yeah.
think she was in it long enough to really.
Yeah, there people like
shade.
reaching out to like
Yeah.
bully her, I guess.
Yeah.
Well, I think one thing is people who read the comics. They're like, oh, they whitewashed Ironheart because that's the next Iron Man in the comics, supposedly.
I don't know about that.
Well,
I mean, I don't know
we're
if that's
talking about crazy fans here, so
Yeah.
it's anything, The other thing is like on a personal level, I heard maybe she didn't sign autographs and things, but she's 7 years old. Like, I guess she's acting like a kid, and that's other people's complaints.
Well, I mean, that's how
Like,
people were towards Finn Wolfhard from Stranger Things. There's a video like when the second season came out, he was like walking to his hotel or something, and like there's like a crowd of people waiting outside. They're like, "Finn, we've been waiting for you.
I
That's
remember
so
that.
rude."
I remember that.
It's like, shut the
yeah.
hell up.
And these
He's
are
like
kids.
14.
Yeah. It's a little different. Yeah, people are stupid. But anyway, it's a sad situation. She had to post a video, and, she's adorable. She's 7 years old,
Did they say why they were like what the behind the reason was?
No, she just said, "Please don't bully me or my family."
She's like, I love you 3000.
And I'm
Oh,
like,
that's the
"Shut
only
up.
reason.
That
Not
line's
crying
stupid."
or anything.
I mean, the line I didn't.
I tweeted at her. I was like, "Shut up. That line sucks." No, I didn't. I didn't do that. I was joking.
Let's hope not.
I mean, the reason behind it was cool, but I mean, when I first saw it, I was just like, "All right, that's just something he says to his dad."
I totally didn't. I didn't hear that like for the first time.
Oh, really?
And then he came down. And he's like, "She just said I love you 3000." I was like,
Yeah.
"Oh, that's dumb."
Well,
And then they kept saying it, and like people are like saying it all over Twitter. I'm like, it's not that important. It's
Yeah.
really not like that cool of a line.
are you just more upset people ran with it rather than it just being in the movie?
No, I mean, if it were just in the movie, like, it didn't seem that important,
Yeah.
And people say it all the time now. I'm like, I don't really care. Like, it's not that great of a line.
Yeah.
I mean, the only reason why they said it is because that's I mean, it was what 2,998 minutes of movie time for all the Marvel movies so far, or something like that, and that's why
Oh,
they said
maybe.
it. So, I mean, it was just a throwaway.
Yeah, you
line.
say that now, and then like Kevin Feige's gonna hear something about that. He's like, yeah, that was the plan.
No.
That was the plan
I
the
mean,
entire time.
they've already said that
Just
on
like-
multiple
just like,
YouTube channels.
Just like, oh yeah, Spiderman was the kid in Iron Man 2, and Kevin Feige was like, yeah, that was him. We planned that. That was for sure him.
I mean, as far
That's
as the
George
character,
Lucas approach when he had the original Star Wars.
Yeah.
Like, I planned out like 10 episodes.
It's like
but he
poetry.
didn't.
It rhymes. That's an actual quote by George Lucas.
The character, and I mean, I don't mean to discredit an
Ought to
actor,
be
but the
rich.
character was so throwaway that there's no reason to even give it 2 seconds of fame.
What?
Wait, which character?
The Morgan Stark. I mean,
yeah.
really,
Well-
there was no. She had what 10 minutes screen time, if that.
It's something they can play with down the road. Like when she gets older, she could.
Yeah.
Or the kid from.
I mean,
Iron Man
Morgan
3
Stark
could
has.
take up the mantle too. I mean,
Right.
I think a lot of people could take up the
Everybody
mantle.
wants Spider-Man to be the next Iron Man, which makes no sense.
Just
No.
because he has Iron Spider suit.
That's my
about
biggest
it.
problem with this whole Spider-Man thing is that he's way too dependent on Tony Stark.
Yeah.
Like, in the comics, it was never like this ever. I don't know why like they're making such a big deal about Tony Stark. It's like, I mean, before 2008, he was like a B character.
Well, I think a lot of it deals around the fact that Robert Downey Jr. was such a polarizing actor. You know,
Sure, that's
He-
great, but like,
he's a great actor. He took a character that was a B-level character and rose him to stardom, and he was the first in the Marvel series, so everybody
well,
calls
together
him,
they soared,
Papa Stark, and
career-wise.
so
Yeah.
Everybody rallied around him. I think that the storyline slightly changed a little bit to kind of give that Tony Stark was a father figure to Spider-Man, and that the only reason is because in Civil War, he kind of took him under his wing. So
that's great. But what about Uncle Ben? We haven't heard anything
No.
about Uncle Ben.
No.
It sucks.
But
But
I,
you gotta-
I think we did that only because there's so many storylines
It's like the
No,
Waynes
from
killing
movies
the Waynes
already.
Again.
No. I don't need to see him get shot. I don't need to
Yeah,
see him die.
yeah.
That's not what I'm saying. Have him like
at least talked about.
talk about it, bring it up, something.
Yeah.
He's only said like whatever, all that May's been through, and then something about he's using his suitcase in Far From Home or something.
Yeah.
They have not mentioned him by name. It's been like he's a non-character now.
Isn't
pretty
it on the
much.
suitcase though?
But they've never mentioned him by name.
Maybe
they've
they've-
never said his name.
Maybe they've modernized Uncle Ben. Maybe he just went to the grocery store to
Well,
pick
no,
up a
and they
pack
were
of
like-
cigarettes and never came back.
And apparently Tom Holland said like Tony was pretty much the MCU's Uncle Ben. I'm like, that is stupid. That's pretty lame.
Well, he's just saying it as a.
No, he said it in an interview that.
Oh,
like, that's how
I
he
don't
sees
doubt it. Yeah.
To me, I think it's kind of an interesting way to approach future stories, telling them rather than doing the whole origin thing and mentioning people. Like they basically trust the fans to know who they're talking about and so on.
No.
Like I get both sides, but
But that's such an important character to just like write off.
But remember how many times we were complaining? Like, how many times do you have to kill Uncle Ben? How many times do you have to kill Bruce and Martha Wayne?
Mhm.
Well,
this Far From Home, we haven't seen it yet. So
If we're only
maybe
assuming-
maybe they'll talk more about him. I have no idea. Maybe when Happy and Aunt May are making out, she cries and talks about her.
She's like, "I love you, Ben," and then it cuts to credits.
maybe like in a twist, James Marsden comes in and he's Uncle Ben.
I think
they zaps
Holland
her.
wanted Tobey Maguire to be Uncle Ben.
No,
Those both sound bad.
Tobey Maguire's like that guy that could never get really angry, and when he does, it's like nothing ever happens.
It's kind of laughable.
People write off the
It's
Raimi
angry.
movies now.
The what?
People like the huge fans of like the Holland Spider-Man. They say Raimi movies suck. It's like, ooh, that's not
no.
true.
The second one's the best. First one has some goofy moments I didn't like, but
First
I like
one,
the second
first one's like right up there with the second one.
Really?
Yeah.
They're all good
They're not
movies
as
except
bad
for the
as
third
three.
one.
3 was like, yeah, let's just
Third
take
one
a break.
was third one showed what could happen if you don't give enough attention to specific villains and just throw them in there for the sake of.
Well, the word
Third one was a better Spider-Man movie than Homecoming.
Really,
Had to be said.
really
There are more Spider-Man moments in the third one than in Homecoming,
okay.
Yeah.
especially swinging around the city. They have such a playground to use in that universe, and they just don't use it.
Well, you had the PS4 game come out too, so that
Yeah, exactly.
yeah. I don't know. I mean, yeah, I see that, but I also see like we kind of been there, done that. So give the audience something new with this character.
Yeah, but new isn't always good. Been there, done that, but like, sometimes cliches are cliches for a reason.
Yeah, I get it. I mean, they're based off comic books
Right.
and stuff, so yeah, I understand. But I think that's the problem, though. These MCU films have become more of like thespian follows them. Like these critics are like, "Oh, these are so good," and it's
Mhm.
like maybe we just get back to these are just entertaining films. They don't
think
have
my-
to be Oscar worthy.
I think my biggest thing with the whole Spider-Man thing is that like he's so unlike his character in the comics or in like anything we've seen
Peter Parker's character
in the
side?
MCU.
Mhm.
Yeah,
Tom Holland?
to me, pretty much.
Right.
Like especially like clinging to Iron Man. in this movie he like takes off his mask 3 different times just on the streets, so everybody can just see his face. He has like a team of people behind him. It's like what they did to the Flash on CW. In like, you know,
he's Arrow too.
Or Arrow, like
he's on teams.
Yeah, they all have teams, and it's like, okay, we're okay with all this, but we can't get behind Henry Cavill's Superman because he doesn't smile or because he didn't save his dad. Are you kidding me?
Yeah,
like we hate those movies because what? It's uncharacteristic, right? You think it's uncharacteristic. This is showing you that it's uncharacteristic of those characters, but you're just like, oh, but Marvel made it. I love it.
Yeah. I know.
I like Marvel. Here's the I love superhero movies. I'm just you probably heard me say before if you listen to the show before. I'm just tired of the hypocrisy. I'm tired of the double standard that we hold to these characters. I wish it could just be entertainment, but now it's become like such a debate of like,
well, it's DC versus Marvel. That's what it is now.
Yeah, and it never has to be that, but everybody
Marvel,
makes
it's
it that.
It's not good. It's not all that stuff.
So everybody's saying, you know, DC show, blah, blah, blah. I am wearing a Batman hat and a Flash shirt at the same time right now. It doesn't matter.
Joey's got 8 people behind him.
But guess what kind of underwear I'm wearing? None.
Psych!
Tom Holland's face.
Yeah. Right on my ass.
Is there a fan blowing on me?
Oh, also, another thing I like to see there, I follow this account that's like comic book cringe or whatever. They just post like stupid comic book opinion or like comic book movie opinions or whatever. And there are a lot of fan edits about like the women of the MCU having sexual relations with Peter. He's 16 in the universe.
Oh my god!
A little weird, but I guess we're okay with it.
What?
Yeah, they don't show like sex, but they you know they pretty much allude to like
who,
what.
These are Marvel fans.
Are these Marvel fans making it up?
Yeah.
Oh. Okay.
But but still, it's like 30-year-old women having sex with a 16-year-old. Like that's what they're alluding to.
Yeah, that's a little wrong.
A little.
Well, I'm the eyes of the law, it's way wrong.
Better answer.
Yeah.
Why in the world would that even go there?
I mean, people are horny.
And
even
it's
then.
a boy. It's not a girl. Because if it was the other way around, it'd be like, it is gross the other way around. I mean, either way it is. But I was a 16-year-old boy, and that'd be awesome. But anyway, what were you saying?
Maybe it's like the whole stigma.
It's just the whole like.
I know.
It's just the whole like Marvel like can do no wrong. Mm-hmm. It's so weird. It's so weird to see. It's like, I don't know. They made like some bad movies. I don't. Whatever.
I get it. No, I get it. And I think
Ragnarok's a Batman and Robin of the MCU.
Oh my god, what?
Ragnarok was pretty good.
Nope. Worst Thor movie. Probably worst Marvel movie.
I don't know.
I'd watch Green Lantern 1,000 times before I watch that and Captain Marvel.
Wait, what'd you say again? You'd watch what?
I'd watch Green Lantern 1,000 times.
Oh, okay.
What do you think I said?
I don't know. It's just a merging of words.
I watched Green Lantern 1,000 times. Psych.
Psych.
After the 1,000th viewing of Green Lantern, I just go, psych.
You slowly turn to the screen with your eyes all red.
Psych, and my head just falls off.
And the other
I'm
thing
80 years old.
Another thing, if like Dark Phoenix, let's say,
great movie.
Psych.
I liked it.
Really liked it.
Really?
No Psych.
Really? That's the first person I've
Marvel.
heard positively talk
Really?
about it.
Better than Captain Marvel?
Yes. Well, and the thing is, the reason it got changed was because of Captain Marvel.
I know.
Okay, so what particular part was changed?
The ending.
I'll tell you.
Thank you.
They changed the Skrulls. Those aliens were supposed to be the Skrulls.
Yeah.
Are you okay with spoilers?
Oh yeah.
It's up to theater, so everyone out there, it's okay.
Oh yeah.
Oh, that's right. It has left the theater after 2 weeks.
About
yeah.
this.
They changed.
So the Skrulls are supposed to be in it?
I guess. Yeah.
They were those aliens, but they just changed them to like faceless aliens or whatever. Or
Weird.
The buyout probably affected this, correct? Or do you think it would?
No, it was absolutely just like Marvel saying, "No, Captain Marvel's got to do this," because like the whole thing is like, well, your emotions make you weak or whatever, and that was the same like storyline for both movies. I mean, cosmic powers, forgetting your memories, like Jean. You haven't seen it?
No.
Oh, so
I've seen the first.
There's a plot point where Jean like hears her father's voice, but she thinks that both her parents died in a car crash that she caused when she was younger. Professor X wiped those memories from her so that she didn't have to remember that her dad like hated her, pretty much. Or not hated her, but just kind of like
despised.
You both died. To me, you both died that day. Your mom and you both died. So he gave her up to Professor X, pretty much. He's like, only you can help her. Like, I can't. She's like, broken to me. And Professor X was like, no, she's not. She's fine. She's got a lot to work with. And then in Captain Marvel, she forgets her memories because what's his name wiped them from her.
Yeah.
Zagor or whatever his name is. Jude Law. Dr. Watson.
Jude Law.
I'm a doctor.
Yeah, it was just like a lot of that stuff that...
Pretty eyes.
I'm not saying it was like a perfect movie. Like, there were some, like,
Did Professor X say, I've never seen this kind of power before?
No, that was for Apocalypse. So
shoot.
But, like, they renamed this... It was weird they renamed the school Jean Grey when, she, like, was mostly a villain a lot, but, like, Raven died and there was nothing. They could have named it, like, the Raven Darkholme. What was it called?
So Jennifer Lawrence's character passed?
Yeah.
Yeah, it was like really early on. She's like trying to help Jean, and then Jean just goes, "Wah!"
She just walked off the set.
And then no, she like gets pushed back onto like a
wood.
So one of the house like breaks off or something.
Wood. Yeah,
and it goes through her chest. Let's have you do it and see how you feel.
No, I'm just saying, like,
she gets stabbed through the chest and she dies.
Out of all the times she's avoided death, like, wouldn't it be something bigger or something just as simple as just splinters of wood to go through you? It just...
Well, isn't that the irony of life? Like, I mean, you ever seen Lawless? Tom Hardy gets his throat slit and then he gets shot during the final like gunfight.
But he still lives.
But then he falls into the lake at the end of the movie.
Oh yeah,
and he dies from pneumonia.
Yeah.
Or did he, Psych?
He did.
No, in real life he did die. I mean, it's based off a true story.
Yeah.
Tom Hardy died. He's like, I'm gonna take this.
I'm a method actor.
I'm gonna take on this death.
Bring me back.
I'm gonna own this death.
I was wondering how I would die first. Gunfight or pneumonia? I'm so cold. I can't feel my giblets. I have to count them. 1, 2, 3. Okay, I'm good.
Would pneumonia kill a normal person? For you.
You think pneumonia is your ally? I'm cold as hell.
You merely adopted the cold.
I fell into it. Accidentally.
I embraced it. I died.
I was clenching really hard. My nipples could cut glass. I'll show you. That's okay. I don't need to see it. Give me some glass right now. Where are we? What show are we doing?
We're talking about Phoenix real quick.
Oh, cool. Great movie.
Yeah, like, I didn't think it was a terrible film. Yeah, it's not perfect.
I wanted Colossus back in there, though. I miss him.
Yeah.
Yeah, but the whole timeline's weird with those films. But I like.
No, it's fixed now.
It's fixed, yeah.
Not really.
Well, it is because they haven't shown the future anymore. So, like, literally, they set the future like to.
Except they showed it at the end of Days of Future Past.
Yeah, they set the future to be okay.
Did they?
So they have to get there. They did. Did you watch the movie? Did you see the extended cut where Mystique and Beast get it on?
What?
There's like a scene where
there is not.
Yeah, there is. They both go blue, and then they blew each other.
Or that one term you said earlier.
Derfing. They derf. They pretty much did, because like the entire thing was like there was like aggression between them or something. Yeah.
Meow.
And she just changing. She goes, "I'm Logan now."
God, that would be horrible.
It's like that Family Guy where they get superpowers. Have you seen it? They get superpowers, And Peter's like trying to steal something from NSYNC, so he transforms into Britney Spears, and she's like, "Give me a kiss," and then like they kiss, and then he goes, he pulls back and he goes, "Haha, I'm Gene Shalit now, bye."
Could you imagine that? You're going at it. You piss her off, and then she turns into a dude.
I'm Gene Shalit now, bye. So Dark Phoenix, go see it. No, I liked it. I thought it was pretty good.
Yeah, I think a lot of people were just ready to hate on it. And
Oh yeah, because it's not pure Marvel.
I mean, yeah, it had a lot of reshoots, first time director, but there's a lot of imagery in it I dug.
Oh, in the last like 20-30 minutes was completely like added in.
Right.
It was like this train. The thing is, the fight sequences in this movie probably one of the best out of the entire series.
Cyclops finally like did a lot.
Cyclops was doing a lot.
He's,
Storm was doing stuff that like actually mattered. Mm-hmm. Like she hasn't done anything cool since maybe X2.
I like that actress,
and it's not because of Halle Berry.
Better.
It's because like they just didn't really know what to do with it.
I don't like she.
Well, Halle Berry
for X3 because
don't you talk shit about Halle Berry?
I will.
Don't. It's wrong.
Don't shoot her dog.
Whatever opinion you have about Halle Berry is wrong. If it's bad.
To quote the movie Monster, she doesn't make me feel good.
I'm sure all of our listeners will understand the reference.
Oh, God.
What is it, 2019? Yeah, good reference.
Speaking of things that make you feel good, Ghostbusters 2020, guys.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, God.
Title revealed.
Paul Rudd.
Joined the cast.
Ghostbusters, Paul Rudd. That's what it's called.
And Paul Rudd.
Is it Ghoul Rudd?
No, but he had a great video to announce it. He was at the firehouse in New York, and
Mm-hmm.
he's so funny. He announced it in front of the firehouse, like people were just out there looking around, being tourists, and he's one of them. And he just like goes right into the frame of the camera phone he's got, and announces that he's going to be joining the cast in the fall, and he's very excited, and he slimed himself. So
He said, "I'm sliming my pants right now."
Sweet.
Let's hope that he
Can
either replace or bring on Rick Moranis.
Moranis.
Oh, is that how you say it?
More anus.
Well, people are because like what's her name came back.
Potts.
Yeah. So like.
Yep.
I mean, they're
Screen
only
Weaver,
missing.
Everyone's come back.
They're only missing Rick.
Right.
We need
Are
to get
they?
Rick. Yes.
Maybe he's coming back.
I hope so. The only reason why he didn't come back to the 2016 is because they just had
because it sucked.
cameo
He
parts.
knew it was
That
going to be bad.
too.
Yeah.
No, but everything about this.
He said, "No, I'm going to stay in Canada," and we're like,
about this
"Good."
Everything. About
I mean,
this
come back to
feels-
movies, but
feels right this time.
Yeah.
It just felt like this is how they should have did it.
the thing is, the 2016 would have been fine
Paul Feig sucks.
if they had. I don't know.
I'm kidding.
He created a lot of The Office, or like helped.
I don't
write
like
for,
some of his decisions with the last. I'm just saying.
And the thing is,
stupid.
this movie wouldn't have been bad if they had just embraced the universe. The moment it became stupid to me is when they tried to branch off and be like, "This is our own thing." It's not.
Mm-hmm.
It was very much created for a specific purpose. Like, I mean, and then to just like try and make it your own idea, but for females.
Mm-hmm.
That's just like progressive for progressive sake.
Mm-hmm.
It's the same thing with like, make Tommy Oliver a woman. Why? What's that going to do to the character?
Mm-hmm. Right.
I don't know.
No, I get it. If they would have done that, they could easily make a sequel still, and then this
Make them their daughters, or make them their, whatever.
or just big fans of Ghostbusters, and they build their own technology, have
Yeah.
their own logo, maybe, or maybe they actually get like it's. Aykroyd always talked about, even in his original draft for Ghostbusters, when it was like called something else, they had a bunch of teams like all around the world, and there's all kinds of crazy things in there. But
Oh, that would have been so great. They find plans for like building off into like
discover-
for each city. They discover
Yeah.
like plans for a team in each city or something,
Right.
and they're like, we could be the home base because they're all gone now.
yeah, there's a like that
Not a
was the
bad
idea
idea.
Aykroyd wanted, was they franchised out, so
Right.
anybody could be a Ghostbuster. Which, hey, all female team or whoever can
Well,
be a
and in this new
Ghostbuster.
movie,
yeah,
they've already like brought in. They said the new team's going to be like,
a kid.
well, no, it's going to be like 2 females and 2 males.
Okay, yeah.
I'm pretty sure that's what they've said.
And it's still vague, but they had the Ghostbusters Wizard World event, which was really cool. You should go out there and watch it. Jason Reitman,
Mhm.
and Ivan Reitman were there, and Dan Aykroyd. But he got to spill a little bit more about his idea, whatever. And it's like a small town. These characters are related, but don't know they're related. And there's a lot of rumors about that farmhouse we saw. You know, that teaser was
so much cooler
was
than
the house that he mortgaged.
This sounds so much cooler.
Yeah, well, it was the house he mortgaged in the first one. That's the idea, which I think would be really cool.
Yeah,
connect everything, but they're using practical effects, like
good.
And even if Paul Feig's still existed, let's say in this universe, whatever, do whatever you want. But this is like, you know, you're building a universe, so you can still have this team that's related to the original team.
Exactly, and you already got people crying about like, oh, they're rebooting it because they don't want the females in it.
It's not all true.
Okay, you want to make your own argument, but whatever.
That made me so angry about the last one. Like, it had nothing to do with that. Like, they did their own thing, but yet they.
But also, it had everything to do with that. It was literally like, oh, it's gonna be females now, and that's the only reason why. No other good reason.
So if anyone hated on it, they could not.
Yeah,
it
was an easy fallback.
Yeah, like it's nothing about the material.
And also that post-credit scene. What a crock of crap!
That pissed me off.
Oh my god!
I rolled my eyes.
The thing is, it wasn't. It was the writing, because it wasn't the delivery. Like Leslie Jones, I love Leslie Jones. I love Kristen Wiig. I love Kate McKinnon, Melissa McCarthy. I can tolerate.
Yeah, I'm tired of the fat jokes though. It's like, shut up.
Well, yeah, people are like saying she should be Ursula now.
She is.
Like, why?
Yeah, and I put that on the page and said, hey, I don't mind.
We don't know about
enough with
that.
the fat jokes.
We don't know if she is for sure.
Because when they had award season, she brought sandwiches for people to eat. Shut up. Like, why do you do this to yourself?
Yeah.
Like, you're just putting yourself in a corner. And it's like, it's dumb.
But like, I love the talent. I think it was just a waste of talent. And then just the writing of what's Zool? And then it cuts to black. Oh my God.
Yeah.
So stupid.
Well, it was like an improv movie, basically, too. Which,
felt like it.
Still, if you connected it to the original universe, okay to try a different direction, because you're not, like, tarnishing the original, who set it all up. Which you have all that, the fan lore, all that stuff.
Yeah.
You have all that, and you just...
Even, like this new Men in Black, which looks like crap, at least it's still...
That's the subtitle to it.
Yeah. Men in Black looks like crap.
It looks like crap.
Here come the Men in Black. They look like crap.
And a woman.
Yeah, that was another line in the trailer of Men in Black, or it was like, and the women in black. And then he gives I think the entire joke was like, yeah, you're trying too hard. Yeah. Because he literally, like, he's supposed to be, I don't know, production companies or whatever who think, like, we're going to get these people just because, like, we're having women in it.
Yeah.
So he goes, and women in black. And he, like, gives a thumbs up. And they're kind of just like, nice.
Yeah.
Whatever. But at least this movie, like Men in Black International, kind of embraced the originals.
Did Will Smith have a cameo in it?
No, because he knew it was going to be bad.
Well, he thought
him and Rick Moranis,
Matrix
they
was
have the
gonna be
sixth
bad.
sense for these movies.
They can get together.
Yeah.
Let's not do this. Okay.
Yeah, they want me back for Independence Day Resurgence. Rick Moranis is like, don't do that.
Rick Moranis is the new Oracle.
Yeah. Thank you for visiting me in my home in Canada.
It looked interesting, but yeah, I don't know. Well, there's a lot of this around, like, I don't mind, female takes on things or additions to what exists or whatever. It just sucks when they have to, like, repeatedly be like, hey, I'm a female. Like the new Batwoman trailer, how she, like, twice in that trailer, she's like, women can do this. And she's like, I want to change the suit because he shouldn't get credit. And then someone pointed this out. Wait a minute. You took his suit.
Yeah.
You're using his gear.
Well, okay. What? Granted, the line comes after she's doing all this vigilante crap.
Yeah, and I get that.
So she's like, why should men be getting credit for what a woman's doing? And I'm like, I get that at the base level.
Yeah.
But also, you're wearing his suit. You haven't made any modifications to it. And you've been in the city that people know him to be in.
Right. Doing
the stuff that they know him to do.
Right.
And it's like, the suit's perfection. It will be when it fits a woman. I mean, okay.
Yeah, it's dumb.
But okay, so like the whole thing is Wonder Woman was such a great movie because she never had to like repeatedly say to the screen like, or say to, anybody, it's, I'm a woman, I can do this.
Yeah.
It's just like,
that's just lazy writing.
She's going to do whatever she wants to do because she can.
Yeah.
And she's, she's a fucking Amazonian warrior. So like the only thing that like vaguely alluded to her saying I'm a woman is the No Man's Land scene. And because he's like, it's not what we're here to do or something. And then she said, it's what I'm here to do or something like that.
Yeah.
And she just fucking guns it. She doesn't say women. Here we go.
Which you can take as that, or hey, I'm a warrior.
Yeah.
I've got powers.
Yeah.
You don't have to wink to
I'm gonna do this
camera
because I
and be
have
like,
to,
I'm
and
a woman.
because I can, and because I have to.
Right.
Well,
I came here to stop the war and to stop Hades, to stop Ares.
Mm-hmm.
And
The
that's
beginning
what I'm gonna
storyline, I mean, already kind of did that, so there was no need to keep on forcing the issue down everybody's throats. I mean, they basically said they were an offshoot to protect Earth, and they were a group of women. I mean, okay, after that, you're done.
Yeah,
and
writing,
it didn't need to go
should
there.
have to point out to you what you're seeing. It's
Right.
Like, you should be able to know, and it's fine.
Right.
Like, enough. You don't
And she
have
was
to-
molded from clay.
Yeah.
Which they didn't get into, but that would have been
I
interesting.
mean, she said it.
Did she
She
say
said
it?
I was molded from clay, and Zeus zapped life into me or whatever, and that's why.
That would have been kind of a cool
and that's why
scene.
Chris Pine was like, "Neat."
Yeah, no, I mean, you didn't. I don't know. It just didn't feel like it was being forced down your throat in any way, shape, or
No,
form.
I think
it was
that's
just
that's better writing.
here's
Which
my
is-
character,
Which is
here's
like
what I
Captain
do.
Marvel kind of missed the mark for me, and then like the Batwoman, the trailer at least. I'm gonna wait till I see the show, but like it just seems like it's trying too hard. Captain Marvel's like, you know what they call it, a cockpit, because of penis,
And that was Nick Fury.
Yeah.
That was weird.
and he was like, oh,
Wink.
don't scratch out my eye.
I'm still going to keep you as a pet.
Oh,
No, but it's like, for people out there who do have issues with like women parts and all that crap, instead of like pointing out
we all
and
have
writing,
issues
let
with women
them
parts.
have their own epiphany. Yeah, I didn't mean to do that.
We can cut that out.
Yeah.
No, leave it in.
No.
That's what she said.
Oh! Psych! Psych! Hit the psych button!
No, but I think if the writing's smarter, the audience will have the epiphany if they have issues, and they'll come to their own like, okay, yeah, that's cool. Instead of being like down your throat. It's like, it just feels
And Captain Marvel, I mean,
stupid.
it just felt like, like we've said before, it felt like very cookie cutter with, but instead of, they added the ingredient of female
right
to their Marvel movie.
Right.
That just, like, didn't really stand out.
This all really started because of Black Widow not getting a movie, though. She should have gotten a movie a long time ago. They held out, and then everybody got on this notion, prejudice against women.
Well,
It's
no,
like,
that
hey,
is-
we want a Black Widow movie.
Yeah.
We need to get a female movie out there. What about Black Widow? We just don't really know what to do. What about Black Widow? Here's a raccoon. What about Black Widow? Oh, Captain Marvel, good idea.
Yeah. And then after Captain Marvel does well,
And then
Black Widow.
And then after Black Widow dies in Endgame,
Yeah.
oh, Black Widow movie, so a great idea.
Well, the problem is a lot of people have already beaten them to it. You've got what was it, Red Sparrow?
Red Sparrow.
And then this new one, which I saw, I think it was Anna.
Oh yeah, kind of looks iffy.
I liked it.
You saw it?
I was desperate to see a movie, so
Oh.
I had to go see that.
Why didn't you see Shaft?
It wasn't playing at the time I wanted to see it.
No.
But I liked it. But again, it's like both come from Russia, training and all that stuff. And this one is not
This
as
was PG-13,
cruel.
right?
No, it was rated R.
Oh,
Had a lot of cool people in it, but it was a good film. I liked it. Luc Besson, Fifth Element director, he directed it. I guess there's some issues out there right now with
was it Cillian Murphy?
Yes.
And then who was the other?
Helen Mirren.
Wasn't there another guy?
Yes, shit. What's his name?
Was it the dude from Game of Thrones?
Yeah, it could be. No, yeah. It was. Wait, is the guy who played? He was in Fast and Furious. He was
Luke
Shaw.
Evans.
Yes, Luke Evans.
Yep.
Yep.
So that sounds like a good cast.
But
But you liked it though?
I liked it. Shockingly, I just didn't have any expectations.
But like it's
for
the
it.
same plot as Black Widow, pretty
It's
much.
kind of been done before. That's the problem. Like you got two movies now that kind of already.
Well, I mean that's why
get to
everybody.
it.
That's why everybody when Red Sparrow came out, they were like, "It's a Black Widow movie."
Kind of
Yeah.
is, yeah. But they're finally making the Black Widow movie. Good on Marvel. I mean, they'll get props. Don't worry. Wonder Woman will get ignored like she did when Captain Marvel came out.
Well, people are starting to bash Wonder Woman 2 now.
Yeah,
the second one.
Yeah.
yeah,
Already.
because they're like Wonder Woman Ragnarok because of the bright colors. It's like, oh yeah, Marvel invented bright colors.
Well, not only that, but the whole suit. They've toned it down.
Which I think is from the comics, isn't it?
Oh, the gold suit.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's like it's like Golden Eagle armor or something.
I
like that.
honestly don't know.
No, I mean it is. It is from the comics.
People should know though. They want to sell toys too, so that's why these costumes change. You know.
Wait,
like,
what?
Right.
What do you mean? They're mad about that suit?
Yeah.
I haven't seen anybody mad about that suit. I've seen people mad about
really.
Yeah. I've seen people mad about the colors of like the new poster because that's where the whole Wonder Woman Ragnarok thing.
But this is like,
I'm like,
in the
Marvel
80s
didn't invent
now.
shit.
You mean the whole '80s nostalgia that everyone's using right now?
Yeah, no, Josh, that's Ragnarok.
Well, I was just about to ask.
The
you,
80s stole from Ragnarok.
Or is that the?
It is not.
Okay.
I have a can here. It's a throwback to the '85 design of Coke cans.
Oh, okay.
They are releasing the new Coke, but Stranger Things, which kind of started. I don't know. Was Stranger Things that started this whole '80s resurgence?
Yeah.
I mean, it's
I
kind
don't
of always
hate it, but I don't watch American Horror Story. But that's their new season coming up. American Horror Story 1984.
I don't know. I mean,
It's like,
people
oh my God.
people have been like.
Can we go to the 90s? Come on.
I mean, Nick Swartzen has a whole like bit about like 80s parties. He's like 80s parties, I love it. 80s parties. It's like
cocaine.
it's like, hey, I'm going to an 80s party, or it's I'm going to a party later. It's like, oh really? With who? Or it's like, where at? It's like, it's Osama bin Laden's house. It's like Osama bin Laden, the terrorist. Not going to that party. The guy's an asshole. Oh yeah, but it's like it's an 80s party. What time is it? So, but like I think as a culture, we've always been like moderately obsessed with
the 80s.
The 80s, but like I think Stranger Things kind of like turned it up to 11.
Yeah.
Spinal Trap reference.
But these go to 11.
So yeah, I think probably Stranger Things. I can't think of anything else.
I can't either.
But
even the new Child's Play, there's like
120 minutes.
Andy has a team, just like
Yeah.
Stranger Things kids.
Yeah, and it's 82 minutes long.
What?
80s.
Get out of town. Yeah. I don't know.
I that's another thing. I'm just tired of people thinking like Marvel invented films. Like all throughout the Godzilla reviews, which I didn't want to read, but like they were posted to Twitter. Like people were making fun of them. They were like, well, it copies this from a Marvel movie. It's like, no, it just does its own thing. You can watch other movies, please God.
Did they ever watch Godzilla before?
Watch
had several films.
Just watch other movies. Any other movie. There's a guy who's seen Endgame 130 times now. Watch any other movie. Even Don Cheadle. He said, thanks a lot, but don't you want to watch something else?
Yeah. No, I don't.
And then you have Anthony Mackie posting the on your left. Like me, he's like, it's like Endgame about to cross Avatar.
Yeah.
It's like on your left. And he's like, I'll go see it again. It's like, wow, they really have you.
Well, they have the new footage and stuff now, right?
6 minutes.
Oh yeah, we're gonna talk about that.
Sure.
So it's a tribute. It's a tribute to Stan Lee, which is garbage. We've already
Stan Lee, everybody.
Yeah, sure. We've had 1,000.
Marvel's done it too many times.
We've had 1,000 tributes to Stan Lee by now. Yeah, I go to Endgame and be like, I feel like I've seen this shit before. This is like a Marvel movie. This movie's lame.
Marvel did it already.
They did it 2 months ago.
Something called Captain Marvel.
Oh, they added like behind the scenes.
Scene.
It's a Hulk scene, unfinished CGI, and it's a joke.
Yeah,
he makes a joke.
It all goes back to Die Hard, doesn't it?
Yeah,
it's something
because it has Kevin Winslow. It has one of the from Family Matters.
Yes.
Yeah,
it's really dumb. This was like a total stupid move. I mean, I get why they did it.
I totally get it.
It's to show.
It's to pass Avatar because we need to pass Avatar. Even the fans who have no stake in the matter, they're not going to get any money from this. They have to. It's a fight of our lives. One last time, we have to see a game.
But they did pass Avatar.
Not yet.
Not yet.
But Joey, you get a poster with the
the Infinity Gauntlet.
That's so cool! I'm gonna see it again!
At the bottom it says, we love you 3000.
Oh my god, that's so cool! And then Ant-Man jumping in Thanos' butt. You're like, I love these movies!
You know, they actually had to wait, and a writer explained how that wouldn't work. Like, he'd crush under the pressure of Thanos if he expanded.
And then the fans go up to Steven Spielberg, they go, you suck! You make crap! You can't make what Marvel makes! And they're like, sir, this is a Wendy's. He looked like Steven Spielberg.
Marvel already did it.
This Wendy's looks familiar. I think I saw it in a Marvel movie. Wonder Woman Ragnarok.
Is that a jukebox that Captain Marvel destroyed? They didn't have him at all before that movie.
They make it a comeback because of Captain Marvel. I dig it.
By the way, that's the worst way to show your powers. I'm going to explode that thing over
I'm going to ruin property of some business.
Yeah, girl.
She could have just lit her arm up.
Yeah, like she did.
You know, of all things, she didn't have to destroy a jukebox.
She can do like one laser out of her finger. She shoots Fury in the eye.
That would have been better.
That honestly would have been better than him getting scratched out by a stupid cat.
Hey, it wasn't a cat. It was
it was a flip flop or whatever.
Flip-flop.
That was an octopussy.
So they have the.
Bond already did it.
So the Black Widow film is going on right now. Supposedly they're going to introduce the second Black Widow, which is in the comics. Well, this, I think, could be taking place...
Oh!
Sounds like something Marvel already did.
It's me, Mrs. Flatbottom. I would like to see this Black Widow movie.
Get my popcorn.
Can I have extra butter?
Anybody have a knife?
It's just Kevin Feige. Wow, this movie's amazing. They show a trailer for Wonder Woman 84. Oh, Marvel did it. Marvel did it earlier.
You think he has a little alien controlling him, like when he takes the hat off? Because he always wears a hat.
Well, he's bald.
Check that shit out. I know. Well, there goes the mystery.
Bald people
find out next week on his bald.
Bald people always favor hats. You ever notice that though? It's like, oh, hair's thin and better work.
Not me. Psych.
Marvel did it.
Marvel did it. Is that Batman? Marvel did it first.
So Florence Pugh, I think that's how you say her name.
From Midsommar?
Huh?
From Midsommar?
Sure, she was in that wrestling movie.
She's from Midsommar too.
Okay, cool. Midsommar 2? They made two of them? No?
Go on with it.
Okay. She's playing Yelena...
You're pointing at me like I know it.
You know the name?
I have no idea. Elena Bobbitt.
Marvel did
She
it.
cuts off his penis. Marvel did it first. To me.
Yelena Belova or something like that. Some Russian name.
Sure.
Anyway, she's the second Black Widow in the comics. And she's in this movie.
I didn't even know that.
She always felt she was more superior to Romanoff, so they'll have that little tension there.
So it's supposed to be... Wait. This is going to be in this Black Widow movie?
Yes.
2 Black Widows
I think
for
it's
the price
during
of
the
one.
5-year gap. I think
Okay.
that's where this takes place.
Okay.
It has to.
Joey, mind the gap.
Well, okay, so I saw an interview somebody did with the Russo brothers where they asked about Gamora and Natasha because, like, now that Tony snapped, like, he brought everybody back.
Yeah.
But, like...
No, Hulk did, though. Hulk brought everybody
Well, he
back.
did, but then, like, so maybe Tony did too. I don't know, who cares?
Tony made him disappear.
Tony, I am Iron Man, I love you 3000.
That's exactly how I said it too.
He turns to the camera. Go see the re-release in 2 months, and go see Captain Marvel right now. No, but so Gamora and Natasha, even like if they do wake up or just like reappear, or whatever, they're on that planet still.
Yeah.
So they have no way of getting back.
Star-Lord is searching for her.
That's great.
So there's a satellite that'll pick her up.
Cool.
There's never been an explanation, which is clearly in the comic books, though, that you don't really disappear and die. You just go to another planet that's like a jail holding cell.
But they didn't.
No, this isn't Mormonism.
Well, no, I know.
Oh.
That's their belief.
Okay.
You get a planet after you die.
You get a planet?
You get a planet to yourself.
Oh. Not the planet, but a planet.
No, a planet.
Pick a planet.
Pick a planet. Any planet. You're dead.
Son of a bitch! I picked the sun.
My ass is on fire. Psych. That's your purgatory. You just say psych every 5 minutes.
Where's the TP? Oh, it's right here. Psych.
You have to watch Captain Marvel for eternity.
Oh,
Oh God.
kill me twice.
Well, then you get Ragnarok.
I guess I'd watch it over.
Yeah, you could do that. You could do that. Yeah. So anyway,
What were we talking about?
oh, we're talking about the location of the Gamora and
Yeah. So, but they said like we don't know if she could be alive, she could be whatever. So they're probably leaving it in the hands of James Gunn, and then whoever takes
Yeah,
on.
because Hulk said he tried to bring her back.
Yeah.
But maybe he did. You don't get like a receipt. Like, here's all the people he brought
Yeah.
back.
So like maybe
Yeah.
they brought back they'll leave it to James Gunn, and maybe they'll like the Guardians will pick up
Yeah.
Natasha when she's there too.
Yeah, but is she definitely done with Marvel?
No, we don't know.
What's the thing?
Also, they tease that Captain America's not really done.
Yeah. Well,
So
and I've heard
Oh.
Marvel did it first.
I heard rumors though that he's going to be in Spider-Man: Far From Home.
Who?
Cap?
Cap and Iron.
Well, Iron Man's probably doing the stupid AI
Yeah.
thing, which will be very dumb. We're one movie removed, and we're already bringing Tony back.
Well, no, we're
If
not
it's
one
Jarvis
movie
like,
removed.
I'm
We
okay
are
with
one
it.
movie removed.
Well, technically yes, but we're still in the same universe because it's still Phase 3.
But we're one movie removed still. That would complete. Even if they just brought it back as AI, that would take away the death.
Like the whole rumor is that the glasses take on Tony Stark's voice, and that basically that is the new Jarvis for Spider-Man. But I've also heard rumors that. Do you guys mind if I talk about it? Or?
No.
All right.
It's probably not
Fine.
true, anyways.
So, well, yeah, it's all on Reddit, so who
There's a
knows?
cool rumor I've heard.
The rumor
It's true.
is that
He poops his
basically
pants.
the characters that are like the big rock guy, the big
Elementals.
the elementals, they are basically mechanical in nature, and that they take shape of whatever. So, who's that guy that what's his face plays with the big dome bubble over
Jim
his?
Henson?
No,
Juggernaut.
not the
Mysterio.
Mysterio.
Gyllenhaal.
Yeah. So anyway, he has the ability to basically control them.
Mhm.
So Spider-Man gets a hold of that technology, creates an Iron Man and a Cap to basically fight Mysterio.
What?
And then at the very end, the end scene is that they come back and they talk to Spider-Man at his house as the elementals or whatever, and he decides to destroy them because he needs to move on. But that's
There are already like reviews and stuff out. I don't think that happens.
well, and that's just what I've
Have you read into the
heard.
spoiler reviews?
I mean, as much as I could, people would be talking about that though.
That's
That'd be
just
crazy,
one side of the
but,
story that
yeah.
I've heard. But
That'd
I've
be
also
crazy
heard
for
the
sure.
glasses. The glasses have.
There's something with the glasses, because there's that scene where he's wearing them and he's like, what?
Yeah, but maybe he's just on the bus and like
They're
I
Tony's
don't know.
glasses for
Diarrhea
sure.
kicks
Ned
in?
just moons him or something.
Woo!
Med's
But
like, look at my ass.
That's the rumor that I've heard that the elementals turn into, and even I think IMDb has
Really?
Chris Evans in it.
Here's the other rumor I heard, and it's kind of, I think it'd be cool.
He
But anyway,
farted and shitted.
that too. You ruined it. No, Tony
He has
Stark.
Chris Evans in it? I just looked the other day.
The reason why Tony Stark
That might be
knew
removed already.
where to find Spider-Man in the beginning was because he and what's his name?
Mysterio. Nick
No,
Fury.
the Goblin dude.
Green Goblin. Hobgoblin. Green Goblin 2. I'm giving you all the goblins in the Spider-Man universe.
No,
Hobgoblin?
who's
That's an actual villain. He's cool.
Who's Green? William Dafoe. Who you play?
Green Goblin.
Henry
Green Goblin.
Osborn.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Norman Osborn.
Norman.
Yeah.
Norman? Okay.
Who's Henry?
I don't know.
There's Harry.
Cousin.
Henry.
There you go.
Harry Potter.
Anyway, Norman and Tony were working on technology, and they made the spider that bit Peter. So that's how.
Oh, yeah, I
knew.
read that. That's stupid, too.
You think that's stupid?
Why does Tony have to create everything that happens in all the
I get
universes?
that, but Osborn bought that building.
No.
In Homecoming, they're evacuating.
Makes sense.
Yeah. So. Yeah.
Okay. So
I
that's,
think it's cool.
He
I've
doesn't
also-
need to be tied to every single character.
I know, but let's say
It's so
for
dumb.
Marvel's sake, they're going to
reviews
do it.
are saying
How
that
would you like them to
it
do it?
heavily it draws heavily off of Sam Raimi's Spider-Man. I've also heard rumors that that the Gazette is back in there, and we get the original guy who played.
Oh, yeah, I heard he was a cameo.
Yeah,
Okay.
the mustache.
No, they have him in there already, yeah.
Yeah, Chris Evans.
No, J. Jonah Jameson.
Yeah, J.
brought
Jonah
him back.
Jameson.
J.K. Simmons.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's stupid.
I don't think it's stupid.
They could have gotten to somebody else.
Have you
Woohoo.
seen Terry Crews?
But they want
That's
to
him?
they want to remove themselves so much from the original movies, yet they bring in someone that was in the original movies.
I think it's a nice homage.
Bond did it though.
But if it's the character, that's not an homage. That's just bringing in the character.
Okay.
But look at Judi Dench for the Bond. That's what they
I don't
did.
care.
That's what started.
She
it.
died anyways.
Well, freaking Andrew Garfield's
God damn it!
films.
Now I know the ending of the movie.
Andrew Garfield's films, they just emailed back and forth. It was never, he never got to see.
Andrew Garfield, I thought, did a pretty good job
I
at Spider-Man.
he did better than Tobey Maguire. I know people are like,
Yeah.
oh, he's the best. I don't think so.
No.
Those are the best movies. He wasn't the best Peter, though.
Mm-hmm.
Not the best Peter I've ever seen. And I've seen a lot of Peters.
Psych. Oh my god.
Psych.
So
Please say
anyway,
psych. Hit the psych button.
David Harbour and Rachel Weisz, they will be in the
Married.
Black Widow film.
Oh.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Ooh.
Oh, yeah, I remember hearing that he was in it.
He needs work. I mean, Stranger Things 3's coming out, and then
And they're probably going to cancel
Hellboy
it.
didn't work out.
They're probably going to cancel Stranger Things after this.
Think so?
They cancel everything after like the third
Yeah,
season.
Netflix has
But it's
a
not a
weird
Marvel show.
affliction.
It
with-
doesn't matter. They've canceled like a lot of things after the third season.
Yeah,
because
but they brought back something.
because
though.
after the third season, you get like syndication or whatever, so you have to get royalties,
Oh, that's
and they don't want to
awesome.
pay their actors
Yeah,
royalties.
that's great. Yeah, because they don't have money.
But it's great because they just paid $1 million for Friends last year.
no,
which is
it's
gonna be
more than
ta-
$1 million.
No, it's $1 million, which is going to be taken off Netflix anyways from Warner at the end of this year when they get their own
Yay!
subscription or streaming channel.
Yes.
Like The Office.
And then The Office just got taken off. So and like Netflix is still canceling shit. So like, hey, maybe care more about your original stuff because that's all you're gonna have.
Mm-hmm.
Basically.
They are leading with original stuff, though, over any streaming service.
They say that, but
You don't think so?
well,
think
they
they
always
are.
put out their numbers of like Murder Mystery, the Adam Sandler one. I watched it. It was fine. He wasn't as annoying as like other movies.
Did he actually try? It wasn't like Pixels where he's just like...
He kind of tried, and it was
a
the director of Workaholics, or he was like the head writer of Workaholics. He directed this one, so like I watched it because of that.
Shabba-da-hoo!
Yes, and also Jennifer Aniston. Jennifer Aniston was pretty good, but it like they said like something like 300 million people watched it over like one weekend, and they always like embellish their numbers. It's
Yeah, but is that
ridiculous.
like to completion, or is that just
Yeah.
we accidentally clicked it and it played for 5 minutes and we were like, shit.
Shit!
well, that might be it. They might be just like
you know what?
yeah.
What is an actual view? Is it the full view
exactly,
of the movie, or
exactly.
is it just
No, I
like
guarantee it's just the
because if you watch 2 minutes of it, it'll
Yeah.
still show up as your continue watching. So
Right.
that'll probably count as you watched it.
so you're like
So like Netflix is just like crappy about that.
so you watch the opening credits and you get happy what is that? Happy Madison, and you
Yeah.
see the face that goes terrific.
Which is Adam Sandler's dad.
Yeah.
Adam
And
Sandler.
and then you stop watching and then it counts as a view. So
You're like, haha, I love Adam Sandler. All right, click.
yeah.
It was a good movie though.
Yeah.
Terrific.
Well, how was
but-
this Chris Rock movie he did? Is that like The Day Off or some crap like that? They go to a wedding.
Oh yeah, it was like a wedding. It was
Yeah.
a wedding between their two families.
Right.
It was not great.
Okay. Good. Those, big comedic talents.
But, like-
put them together. And
But I mean,
make a crap movie.
Netflix just like I've never seen like a company put so much yet so little into movies. Like they like Bird Box. That was like heavily featured, heavily teased by
Mhm.
Netflix. They were like, "This is gonna be great," but then like the production value wasn't there.
Oh,
It
really?
wasn't that great of a
Never
movie.
seen it.
It's very overrated. Like
Yeah.
I mean, it got talk of the Twitter for like a weekend, but like it was
Did
you
you
watch
see it?
What's that?
Bird Box?
No.
it was very just whelming. I was just like,
Yeah.
okay. I
Well, they buy a lot of their.
I just don't know why they
after being
don't-
made to.
yeah,
go to
I just don't know why they
theaters.
don't care about these movies that they make.
They
Or-
do.
Not really. They
I
don't
like
put a
the
lot
Kurt
of
Russell
stake.
Santa Claus one.
They,
That was good.
but like they put more stake into like shows that people watch, like Friends.
Mm.
But it's like, why did you just pay $1 million for
Yeah.
a show that's gonna be taken off in less than a year, anyways?
Right.
It's like people are freaking out about The Office. It's like, okay, that gives you more time to watch more shows.
Mhm.
There are so many great shows out there, and you're just, watching The Office. I love The Office.
Right.
It's like comfort food. I get it. But like, watch something else.
But if every creator gets their own streaming service, like that might be the downfall. Like,
Well, no, it's gonna be like cable all over again.
right. Unless you can choose what services you want still. And
You can.
group
You know,
them
here's
all.
But
the
you have
problem,
to
though.
you have to accept that I won't be able to watch everything I want to if I
Right.
don't pay for all this stuff.
Well,
Here's
that's
the
why
problem,
sharing
though.
is for caring.
You know immediately once The
Sharing is
Office
for
goes
caring.
off Netflix, right?
Once what?
Once The Office goes off Netflix, people are already joking that you can buy the complete series
just like Friends.
online.
Yeah, you can.
Online for like $50.
Mhm. Just like I have friends at home,
So I mean, to be
and
honest,
I have the show Friends.
yeah. I mean, to be honest though, I mean, there's no reason to bitch and moan about it. Just go buy the complete series
Yeah.
on.
Well, is that maybe the future? Like you can have your own.
All of a sudden,
your
you're
own
gonna see
self-streaming or media service that you
can
plug
own
in your own shit.
DVDs.
I've been talking.
Marvel did it first. They created DVDs.
I mean,
What's DVD stand for?
everybody's been talking about a la carte for a long time, and it's finally happening, and now we're all getting pissed off about it because
That's all the car talk about.
now we're. You merely adopted it. I was born.
You merely
into
adopted a la carte.
it. I was born into it. I chose the eggs.
That's still my favorite thing at any restaurant is if you go to the machine shed and you want extra eggs, you have to look at the wait staff in the eyes and say, I love eggs. Wait for the day they don't do that anymore. It's like, I love eggs. It's like, we don't, that's not our policy anymore.
Oh, I do too. I'll be right back.
If I didn't, I wouldn't work here. I'll be right back.
I'll take a crap. I love sausage. Oh, we know you love sausage.
Can't help you there. You know what I'm saying? I'm married.
Shabba.
I'll be in the bathroom in 5 minutes.
Her name's Todd.
She's a cow.
She's got a mustache.
It's pretty. Oh, God.
She's a cow.
Well, there goes our machine shed.
She's utterly disgusting.
Oh, God. Hey, do you know what tomorrow is?
My birthday.
No.
It must be my
Close.
birthday.
It's the 1st.
Yeah. Bill and Ted Face
Oh.
the Music starts production
Trailer.
tomorrow.
Oh.
Yes.
Trailer?
No, they get their trailers tomorrow when they go to the set.
Oh, okay.
They get their.
Are you sure they can do a Bond 25 trailer? Where they
Yeah,
just show
and,
clips of
Keanu Reeves-
getting out of his Ferrari.
Keanu Reeves gonna break his ankle, just like Daniel Craig.
Shabba hoo.
Daniel Craig's on set. Like, what's going on? No, it's
So today we're gonna break Daniel Craig's ankle. He's just like, what? What?
So Keanu Reeves, Alex Winter, obviously are going to be in the film. They pretty much bring back the whole cast. William Sadler played the Reaper last time. Anthony Carrigan, who's from Barry.
Yeah. I saw that he got cast. He's really good.
Yeah.
He's really funny.
Who are they going to get to replace, what's his face? That comedian.
George
Carlin?
George Carlin, yeah.
I don't know how they're going to do
They
that.
probably don't have to. I mean, he wasn't in the first one, was he?
I mean, yeah, Rufus probably just passed away in the future.
Was he only
they
in
got
the second
somebody
one?
New. No, he's in both of them.
Was he in both of them?
Yeah.
Yep.
Oh, okay.
And the same writers
Who was in
returning
this-
from both of them, too.
Was Death was it Death?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Was he only in the second one?
Yes.
Yes.
Oh, okay. Well, people are saying that what's his name? The guy from Barry
Yes.
might be like Death's son or something, which could be interesting because like it takes place with Bill and Ted's daughters,
Mhm.
which I love that they named it Thea and Billy.
Nice.
Oh, that's cool.
So
That's cool.
yeah, Bill named his daughter Thea, and then Ted named his daughter Billy.
What was Hi Mom? No, I mean
The stepmom.
yeah, what
changed.
was the stepmom's name though?
I don't remember.
Because he always
She's
goes,
back,
"Oh,
though.
I
She's
mean
back.
Mom."
Oh yeah, I know what you're talking about. Yeah, I just saw that she
Yeah.
got cast too.
Yeah.
And so was Ted's father. I don't know if the guy who played Bill's father is still alive, but they got Ted's father back, who's
Yeah.
the cop.
Yep.
So he marries the stepmom in the second one, or they're married in the second one, and the first
Yeah.
one's the opposite. So, yeah, it's interesting.
It'll be interesting to see.
Yeah.
I love Keanu. He was good in Toy Story 4.
Was he?
Oh yeah, what was his
Duke Kaboom.
Duke Kaboom.
Canada's greatest stuntman.
Was he the best part of Toy Story 4?
Him and Key and Peele,
Yeah,
they were probably the best parts.
cool.
I was
Duke
actually laughing
Kaboom.
really hard at they were in this like antique store in Toy Story 4, and they were like, we need to steal this key, and Key and Peele's characters are like a bunny and a duck that are joined at the hand by like thread or whatever,
Stitched.
and they're like carnival prizes.
Mm-hmm.
But anyways, they need to get this key, and Buzz is like, "Do you guys got any plans?" And they're like, "Oh yeah." And then like one of them was just like, they're just sitting on the shelf, and the grandma who owns the antique store just walks by. He's like, "Where did you come from?" And they just go, "Oh!" They like grab her by the face. And then,
Oh wow, that's a new thing for Toy Story, that someone's actually aware of the toys
Yeah.
talking, coming to life.
Wait, but I mean, that was just a scenario that didn't really happen.
Right.
Well, that's no, Sid.
Oh, that was like in their...
Sid knew in the first one.
Oh,
remember?
duh, you're right. Yeah.
So play nice. And then he became a garbage man in the third one.
What?
Yeah, go back and watch it. It's his garbage man with the skull on his...
Are you serious?
Yeah, that's Sid.
Holy shit.
Eric Sullivan.
Duke Kaboom.
He was Brink in the hit Disney Channel original movie Brink. I love that movie.
Oh,
Anyways,
so
shut
Called
up,
Brink?
Brink. It's
Brink?
about inline skating. And it's amazing.
oh,
it's actually very 90s and very good. The dude,
Watch me through it.
Anybody see Airborne?
yeah, it's a lot. It's like Disney Channel.
Airborne.
It's like Disney Channel tried to tackle like a age appropriate
Right.
Airborne. Anyways, and then so they attack her in the first scenario, and then the second scenario is like, okay, we can't just attack somebody. And then they're like, you got any other ideas? He's like, oh yeah. And then like the second scenario, you just like she's walking by, and then you hear like a laugh or something. She's like, what was that? And she like looks in this dark like shelf, and then you just go, the key, and then like attack her again. And then they're like, okay, what? Do you have anything that doesn't involve attacking someone? And they're like, all right. And then this is when I started like laughing so hard. I was like wheezing because they like waited for the grandma to leave. They hopped in her car. They snuck in her car. They followed her home, like into the house. She took a bath. She had some wine. She got into bed, and then they like just appear over her. And then like you hear screaming from the inside. I was like, oh my god, this movie is ridiculous. So yes, they were good in Toy Story 4. And then Keanu Reeves was pretty funny too.
Yeah.
He was like a toy that didn't add up or like measure up to what the commercials were.
Oh.
Yeah, he can't do any stunts, right?
Yeah, he was like, he can hop through this flaming circle. And then like the kid like hits the thing and he just goes,
Yeah, he's also in that new movie, Netflix film.
Always Be My Baby. That was actually pretty funny too.
That was a funny movie.
That was a good movie. And he
Yeah.
like played a caricature of himself pretty
Mhm.
much because he's like a douchebag.
But did you notice how, like, awkward he was around the lady in the movie? Like when he's like trying to kiss her, like he's still like Keanu being respectful of ladies.
Yeah, he's
thing.
very respectful.
Oh, yeah, that's awkward.
Well, no, it's not awkward.
Respecting
it's just,
women is awkward. You heard it here first.
No, like it's
Marvel did it
acting-
first.
Like-
Psych.
No, I get it. Yeah, because in real life he's very respective and
Yeah.
yeah. But yeah, he's probably just I don't know. I'll have to see it for myself. But anyway, Bill and Ted, they're middle-aged dads now, and they still haven't made their song that's going
Yes.
to change the world.
What about Thrill and Thread? Because it's the third movie.
What? Marvel did first.
Psych.
So I'm excited. This is cool. I'm excited to see William Sadler again. That's good.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah, William Shatner. He's pretty good.
William Shatner. Yeah, same thing. So like Anthony Carrigan, has he ever talked about in interviews like he's getting cast basically based on his looks?
Oh, his
Right, he's got no hair on his.
Is it alopecia?
face. Yeah, I think something
What is
like
it?
that.
Is it alopecia where you have no hair?
Yeah.
Like you have no
He has
eyebrow
no
hair?
eyebrows or hair.
Who's
So,
this?
Anthony Carrigan.
If you ever watched Gotham, he played Victor Zsasz. He was pretty good in that.
Did he have hair?
No.
Okay.
I mean, Zsasz doesn't have hair though, so
I
that's
didn't know the character.
Zsasz. He was in Batman Begins, and he was in like the Arkham series. So for each person he kills, he adds like a count.
Oh, was he the dude that with the knife in Batman Begins with the goatee?
Yeah.
Okay. I know what you're talking about.
Which I mean, that was like a loose adaptation
Yeah,
because it was like just a throwaway character.
What movie
pretty much.
was he in?
Who?
Alex?
Anthony Carrigan.
Oh, Anthony.
Just look up Barry.
Yeah.
Anthony Carrigan, Barry.
He plays like a Russian dude. He's pretty funny.
I just wonder if he minds getting cast based on his looks. I mean, I know that's how it works with acting, but it's like it's
absolutely.
He maybe wants to do something with hair.
Absolutely,
I don't know.
but like, I just don't know if they're. Maybe he doesn't like trust like wigs or something. Maybe he's trying just to embrace how he looks
which
like
is fine.
yeah.
But my concern is like I think they're cast him as I heard they might be casting him as a villain. So it's
Right.
That's kind of stereotypical too,
Maybe I mean,
will he ever be a leading man? I'm saying,
right. Well, I mean,
or if that's what he wants or accepts.
Gotham was his first big thing, so he's probably just got to work his way up. But no, I think he's probably fine with this. And
I mean, it's a job
to be
so
cast in Bill.
That's good,
and he be cast in a Bill and Ted movie is just as great. So
right.
but
Good
yeah,
actor though.
yeah, he's pretty good.
Yeah,
he he's Barry's like a dark show anyways. It's like a dark comedy.
Mhm.
So he's like a mob. Anthony Carrigan's like a kind of a mob boss, but also like he's very like buddy with Barry.
Mm-hmm.
So like there's one time where they're trying to shoot. He's trying to get someone to assassinate Barry. So he's like, you missed. What is wrong with you? Come on. You got to reload it. He's like just having, problems with his men.
Right.
So he can bring the funny. He also
Yeah.
bring like the serious, like especially Zaz. Zaz was
Mhm.
like, it was like, he just seemed like the character who like never blinked,
Mhm.
So he's very like, just like sadistic and just like,
Mm.
yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, I'll work for the highest bidder or whatever.
Right.
Yeah, no, I think I'm pretty excited to see what he does in that movie.
Cool. Yeah, I'm excited. Should be out soon. So
Someone showed theater marquee, and it was Toy Story, Godzilla, Child's Play, and then Shaft. Maybe.
right.
And they're like, is it 1994?
Well, one more thing before we go.
Yep.
Charlie's Angels trailer broke.
Oh, we're ended on that note.
Are you excited?
Saw it. That's about all I can say.
It just looks like a TV movie.
It does. It looks like they're going away from the goofiness of Drew Barrymore's version.
Well, it's returned
Which
to
those
its
are pretty
roots
good. I like those movies.
Yeah, I mean they're good. They're good. Like Saturday morning, I got nothing else to watch. This is decent kind of movies.
Pretty good shit movies.
No, I didn't say they were bad.
then. They embrace the fantastical. Like
Yeah,
Hobbs and
they
Shaw,
kinda,
Fast and
the-
Furious.
Oh my
Yeah.
god, I cannot wait for Hobbs and Shaw. Hobbs and Shaw.
He pulls
but-
the helicopters.
Dude, okay, and they got those Samoan like.
Yeah.
I mean, I just love that culture, anyways. And then they have Roman Reigns, who's like a wrestler, and like he's The Rock's cousin too. So
Sweet.
You know, I drove Roman Reigns
where'd you drive him
up to Iowa City.
for? What?
It was an event.
Oh, okay, cool.
Yeah.
How was he?
Nice,
Yeah.
nice guy.
I've heard those rumors like, oh, he doesn't like to sign autographs. It's like, well, yeah, you probably go up to him in like the store.
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean,
Or
I didn't.
eating.
I mean, that's another thing. Like,
Takes a bite.
you're not entitled to like anybody's time either.
Mm.
It's like the same thing as like movies. Like you're not.
They
entitled...
got paid to entertain you, and their job's
Yeah,
done.
and then like,
Yeah.
and like people say like, oh yeah, my dad ran into him at like him and like another wrestler at a convenience store, and they didn't want to sign autographs. It's like they're probably tired, and they probably like, I don't know.
Like, does your life have to revolve around signing autographs for everybody that wants one?
No, and like it'd be one thing if it was like you were walking by him on the street, and it was just you two, and you're just
Yeah.
like, oh hey man, like do you mind if I get an autograph? Like, whatever. Like Randy Orton,
Right.
don't want to brag, asked me if I had a cigarette when I was in the 8th grade.
What?
RKO did.
We walked.
Nice.
We were walking out of WrestleMania, and he was.
You got a cigarette.
He's saying that he's like, I was
Suck
so.
your dick.
I was like so just like. I was so surprised. I was like, "You're Randy Orton," and he's like, "You guys got a cigarette?" And I was like, "No, I'm like 13."
I drove that guy around too. He was pissed off with the world when I drove him.
Did he ask for a cigarette?
No,
When
he
was
wanted
that?
to eat.
Oh.
This was over at Wells Fargo Arena.
Yeah.
Got done at like
Wanna
11:30 at night.
Oh
and-
well, yeah. I
and
mean, you probably
nothing-
hadn't eaten all day.
Yeah, nothing was like open. And he goes, "Where's a place
Perkins.
I can get some?" Yeah, exactly. So I said, "There's a Perkins on Fleur." He's like, "Let's go there." And so at like
You're like,
11:30,
I can make you a grilled cheese at my house.
So at 11:30 at night, I drive him over to Perkins and I park.
And they're closed.
No, they're open. He goes in there. It's just so weird.
And he RKO's the waiter.
No, I think he was. I think he had a bad show. I think some of the energy was zapped out of him.
Mm.
So
Doesn't
Yeah.
WWE like feed them? I mean,
I mean,
come
yeah, they have
on.
catering, but
You're
that can only
basically-
go so far.
you're
He
basically
probably wanted like a full meal.
Yeah, you're basically an
Oh.
independent contractor when you work for him, so
Nice.
you have to provide your own health insurance and
When you have to drive yourself too,
yeah, it's not like
unless you go like overseas or something.
yeah,
That's crazy.
And plus, he's been with the company for so long. I mean,
right.
well, sometimes he'll get his own like private bus,
Yeah,
but it just depends on where you are.
I mean he's definitely doing well for himself,
Mhm.
but it's just it takes a lot out of you because sometimes you have to play the bad guy,
Mhm.
and so everybody's booing you all night freaking long, and that's not who you are as a person outside of that.
Right.
Yeah,
So
but
I
some
can
guys
see,
can like embrace that and just be like, I know, like,
Right.
I play a good villain.
right.
So did he come out after Perkins? You're like, they got muffins.
No, I think I
He
dropped
power
him off.
slammed him. He's like, where's it all? And Mitch was like, I can't drive.
Like I was going to get his luggage, and then he RKO'd me out of nowhere.
Also, when they had a live show, like it wasn't like on TV, it was just like a
Yeah.
it was like a Friday night. He was there facing like Triple H or something, and he's like the match isn't over, but he's like walking away. He's like, I'm done with this, and then he like is waiting for Triple H to do this spot, which is just like come like attack him and put him back in the ring, and like we're sitting right by the entrance ramp, and he just looks at me, he's like looking for something to get pissed at, and I just go, suck it. And he goes, you shut your mouth. And Triple H just comes in and like hits him from behind, and then he throws him. He hits him so that he like falls over the railing, and it's like 2 feet from me. So my dad's like holding me back, and I'm like, I can't move. I was like, I want to slap Randy. No, I want to slap, but like it was just like so weird that both my interactions with him were just like so ridiculous.
She's just like, he's probably ready to make up something like, your mom sucks. Like, no one said anything.
He's waiting for
My
something
mom's
to
dead.
anger him. That's great. And all you can do was a suck it.
Well, yeah, because that was like, it was like Triple H was part of DX at the time, and that was their whole like, she's like, we got 2 words for you, suck it. And that's what everybody did. So it was just like, ah! He's like, shut your mouth.
Pulled at Kanye. He's like, told the guy in a wheelchair to get up. He's like, get up!
Yeah. He just pulls a Jeb Bush. He just looks at everybody. He's like, please clap.
It's like the time when Ryan Seacrest tried to high five a blind guy.
Oh, yeah.
Oh my God, what?
Yeah. And then
That's the
turned
best. And it leaves him hanging into the. Because he doesn't know to give him a high five.
Or no, he doesn't leave him hanging. He immediately just goes, oh, I was trying to give you a high five there. And he goes, oh, okay, sorry.
The blind guy has to apologize.
And then he goes like to the camera. He's like, did not see that coming.
Psych.
Yeah, he goes, psych.
So anyway, Charlie's Angels.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Elizabeth Banks directing this one. She directed Pitch Perfect 2. I think she's a pretty good director, I guess.
Picture perfect or...
So for everyone who doesn't know, Charlie's Angels is like private detectives who work for a mysterious Charlie. Bosley's like the go-to, and there's like 3 Bosleys in this movie. There's Patrick Stewart, Elizabeth Banks plays one, and Jaimin Hunsu. He's the other.
Oh, from Blood Diamond.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, and Captain Marvel.
And
Marvel did first.
No, he's from Guardians of the Galaxy.
And Captain Marvel.
Yeah, he appeared in Captain Marvel, but Guardians of the Galaxy did it first.
Yes, they did.
And then he was also in Fast and the Furious 7.
he was also in Gladiator.
Yeah, that's how great his role was. Jason Statham was like the main villain, and then like all of a sudden Jimin just shows up. Jaimin shows up, and he's just like, I want the thing. Whatever they were chasing in the movie. I'm like, oh, okay.
Yeah.
Cool. And then he dies. He dies in like the final battle or whatever.
It's just so funny now that Jason Statham's character is like, we like him. He killed Han though. We like him though. He's not gonna be awesome.
They don't even know when he killed Han, because like that movie was made in like 2003, but then the crash took place in like 2016 or whatever.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not gonna lie. When I first saw Fast and Furious, I thought that's shit. And then they made more and more and more and more, and I'm like, what is drawing these people in?
Dude, those movies are great. I don't care what anybody says. They're not. I'm not saying they're like Oscar-worthy movies.
Saturday morning cartoons.
The first one was a period piece of the '90s. I mean that.
No.
The first one?
First
No,
one was like
first one was
2001.
2000.
Yeah, it just felt like it rubbed off too much on the '90s. Yeah,
that's pretty much what it was.
Okay, you look at the grand scheme of things. In this last one, The Rock like throws a missile or whatever at the submarine, and you're like, okay, I can embrace the ridiculousness. But also, you look at Fast and Furious 1, they're stealing VCRs from a truck or whatever, and you're like, that's pretty cool too. I respect it. I don't know. I love those movies, and like, yeah, the 8th one where they just kind of embrace like Jason Statham's character. It's like, that's weird, but I mean, whatever. You live and you learn.
Unless Han's alive.
And then Helen Mirren
is his mommy.
Is his mom. And they brought in, and they did the brother thing at the end. I was like, this is so cool. I actually loved Fate of the Furious. I thought that was great.
Yeah. Tokyo Drift was such a joke, though. I mean, it was just...
Nobody's arguing you with that, Mitch. Tokyo Drift is the worst one out of all of them.
What?
It went straight to DVD. It went straight to DVD. That's how bad it was.
It did?
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's bad.
No, it was in theaters,
Mm-mm.
like for a very brief time.
I don't know. But anyway, Charlie's Angels,
Wonder
guys.
if you
Are we
know.
going to go there in
if
November
you went
and
to
see it?
Tokyo, if you see it, then you feel it, then you know you got to go. Drift, 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 Fast and Furious.
Oh god,
That was the song in the movie.
No.
Yeah.
Who sang it?
It sounded better than what I did.
Ja Rule.
Menage!
So November 15th, guys.
Oh,
I'm
calendars.
doing Thanksgiving or something.
Charlie's Angels. What's early, isn't it?
Dun, dun, Charlie's, dun, 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 Angels, dun, 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 Charlie's. Daniel Craig broke his leg. Now he's done playing James Bond.
The one thing it's got going for it is Naomi Scott's in it, and I think she's pretty hot right now because Aladdin.
Power
just came
Ranger.
out.
Oh,
That yeah, Aladdin. She's in Aladdin.
no.
Yeah, she was.
No, she was in Power Rangers.
Kristen Stewart, which
They made her.
She's
smile.
gotten better. She's got a lot. Her and Robert Pattinson have had the biggest turnaround since the Twilight movies. I think.
right.
Kristen, I mean, people love to make fun of Kristen Stewart because of that performance. It's like, well, you gotta make fun of Robert Pattinson too, and like people do, and it's just like, and now you look at Robert Pattinson's movie history and you look at Kristen Stewart's movie history. It's like they made good stuff.
Yeah, I'm all right. They want her to be Catwoman now because he's Batman. That's not going to happen.
Well, they've also wanted her to be Batgirl for a long time.
Which I can see it too. But
How about
now
neither?
The talk is Daisy Ripley is possibly
Ridley?
going to be Batgirl. Whatever.
No.
Why?
I'm Batgirl.
Because she is a woman?
No.
I want my Batgirls to be
No.
men.
No, not at all. It's just I don't know. Like there's certain facial features you'd be able to pick out so
I get
quickly.
It. I get it. Not everyone can fit the cowl. Sure.
You know,
I get it.
it's like Ben Affleck was almost too not.
Oh my god!
I'm saying he was a good Batman, but I mean just his facial features under the cowl.
What, his chiseled jaw?
Gross.
That's not Batman. Are you talking about the mole?
Yeah.
Oh,
Mo. I mean,
he just puts a temporary Batman tattoo on it each time. It's my batty mark.
I mean, it's just like one of those things. Like, oh, that's you.
So
Okay, I said it 1,000 times, but who cares? Psych.
any recommendations before we go?
I picked up Red Dead Redemption 2 again a couple months ago.
You bought it for
No, I
two?
picked it up.
Oh.
Gosh, just pay attention.
Did you pick it up and then slightly put it back down?
I said, here it is. Yeah. No, so I started in September, and I got like 2 hours in or something, and I was like, God, I don't care. I don't care about anything that happens in this game. And I started. It took me an hour to convince myself, like 2 weeks ago now, just to start it. And then I started playing the story.
Like
and
Twitter likes it. I have to like it.
First, no, it wasn't even that.
Yeah,
It was
I
just
know,
like, I'm just dying to play a new game. I'm sure this will be fine. Like, I love GTA. It's just so tedious. The amount of like, there's like one point of fast travel in the entire game, and you have to do it from one point, and you can only do it from that point. You can't do it to there from any other point. And like, I get in like GTA, there's no fast travel because it's like you got fast cars and you got music, you got stuff to listen to. In Red Dead Redemption 2, I feel like I'm gonna fall asleep because it's like I'm listening to one of those like CDs that have like the white noise on it, like the whale sounds or whatever.
Oh,
'Cause
really?
You're just riding through on a horse, and
There's no radios on horses.
I know that, but it's just like
I know.
I'm so bored. Like I just want to get there and shoot the guys and move on. So I just like I've taken the time to just like catch up on like YouTube or like Netflix. Like I watched like 3 or 4 different shows.
Oh, you're multitasking? Okay.
Oh yeah.
You didn't put like Old Town Road on and just put
I did once, and I was like, that's enough. Nothing against the song. I was just
I
like
the song.
I like the song. I was just like, yeah, that was.
Was it made for that
corny.
game? It wasn't.
No.
Was it? Okay.
Badoo, jitterbug.
Where the hell did that come from? Oh my god!
There's a gassing up scene.
You have an ADD.
You
I
know,
want to say
oddly
this for
enough-
a long time. Jitterbug, right? He just looks at us, right?
I just
No, but
pictured
I
the
watched.
gasoline scene from Zoolander.
So I watched Love, Death, and Robots on Netflix. It's like a
That's
short.
true.
It's a short Tim Miller did them. They're pretty good. They're very graphic. A lot of sex. Did not expect it. Umbrella Academy, pretty good.
Yeah.
Pretty decent.
Shaft.
No, I saw that in theaters.
Oh, you're talking about TV right now. I'm sorry.
Oh yeah. Oh, and I started Deadwood the other day.
Okay.
Pretty good show. Don't know if you guys have seen it.
No,
really
I haven't.
good.
They just made a movie.
They just came out yesterday.
To end everything, right? To end the whole.
I think so. And like,
true ending to it.
I didn't realize the whole series was only like 3 seasons.
Oh, weird.
Wow.
Yeah. But it's good. It's got Ian McShane, Timothy Oliphant,
Deadwood.
the guy who I thought was Ethan Hawke's brother, but it's like John Hawkes, and then there's Ethan Hawke, and they look the same. So I was like,
really?
oh, well, whatever. But no, it's pretty good. And then, so yeah, I've been doing all that because I picked up Red Dead Redemption 2.
Awesome.
It's pretty fun. It's pretty fun. Like, you know, you can walk, like ride around looking for different like special guns and stuff. There's like a Deadeye. Have you played the first one?
Mm-hmm.
The whole Deadeye feature where you slow down time and you just like pick like 6 shots, and then you like when you hit the 6th one, you just like. I'm like, so cool.
Love that game.
So it made me hungry just for the GTA 6. Hopefully, we get that in the next year. It'll probably be when PS5 comes out.
Probably. That's how it works, right?
Yeah.
Buy the system.
Yeah, every time. Which will probably be the same with the new Rocksteady game they make. Because, I mean, they were going to make the next Batman game for PS3. And they're like, we got to make it for next gen. Sorry. Psych.
Psych.
They psyched us.
So movie-wise, you've seen Shaft. That's
all Shaft.
Pretty good.
Pretty good.
Yeah. It's weird that we have 3 movies now named Shaft, and they're all in the same...
What's the third one?
Shaft. They're all named Shaft. You have the original Shaft.
I thought that was a show.
Shaft 2000, which is just Shaft, and then you have.
I thought that was a show.
It was a.
Well, it was a show in the 70s.
And then a movie again. Yeah.
Oh,
Three original films, TV show, then the Sam Jackson one, and then this one.
Whoa.
I know, right?
A movie, and then a show.
3 movies.
You said it started as a movie.
Yeah. I think all 3 movies came out because they're like out each year for that.
So there are 3 original movies with what's his name?
Richard Roundtree, then a television
show. And then
the
show for that lasted how long?
I don't know how long the television show lasted. I don't think it lasted
and then
too long.
Sam Jackson Shaft in 2000, and then this one.
Yes.
Okay. That's fine.
Can you dig it?
Mm-hmm.
I can dig it. How was the kid from Independence Day 2?
He was a lot better. Holy shit.
So he got some classes.
He got some classes. So his entire character is supposed to be like
Shaft, no.
Yeah, exactly, pretty much. No, he's supposed to be like kind of a nerdy, like, I mean, he went to like Harvard or something.
Dude, yeah.
And then he's like an analyst for the FBI, and then he becomes like kind of this badass by the end of the movie. But it was pretty cool. And I mean, like, people were kind of worried, like, or not worried, but like people were saying like, oh, I saw it, and it was like sexist and homophobic and whatever. And it's like, I don't know what point you're really talking about, because there was one point where it was in the trailer, he was like about to like shoot this woman because she grabbed a bat. And he's like, whoa, what are you doing? And he was like, well, she grabbed a bat. And he's like, you can't hit a woman. And he's like, why? Because she's a woman. He's like, well, hold on, I never mentioned her sexuality or her gender. You did.
Orientation.
Yeah, you said it when you brought up she was a woman. And then there's
I'm an equal opportunist, motherfucker.
Yeah, there's some moment where his son was drunk, so he like laid him down in the bed, like covered him up. But he said something like, "Dad, I got to tell you something," or something like that. And he's like, "What?" He's like, "Are you gay? Are you something like that?" And then he's like, "Are you like gender fluid, gender neutral? What's going on?" Because like his son was like very just like passed out, and he wasn't making fun of people like who identify as whatever.
Right.
He was just saying like, "What are you?" Because we just gotta like, I'll be fine whatever you are, just spit it out.
Yeah.
So like I can see where like those might have got muddled.
Yeah.
But like, I don't know. People probably wanted to hate the movie because
I want to see it. It looks good.
Yeah, no, it was pretty good. Had good action.
Yeah. A lot of comedy.
There's a lot of comedy, a lot of cussing. There's Regina Hall.
Yeah.
Plays his ex-wife, and she's like on a date at one point, and then like he like stops all these guys from murdering them or something, and then her date goes, you know, they say that Shaft's a bad mother, and then like she just goes, shut the fuck up. And I was like, pretty funny. So yeah, no, it was pretty good. And Richard Roundtree was good in it, of course. I'd probably say it was like maybe low on the list of favorites of 2019, but still a favorite.
When they first were making this, I thought it was gonna be a Netflix film.
Oh no,
It never was.
I don't think so.
I don't know why I thought that, but yeah, I want to see it. Anything else out worth seeing? Avengers Endgame.
I've heard Child's Play is okay. It's just like relatively short. And
I also heard like it was pointless to just. They should have just did a different doll or something. Like a new thing.
Well, and like it's weird that like they shot the entire movie before even talking to Mark Hamill.
Yeah,
like he didn't do any of the voice before the movie was done.
Right. A lot of that voice acting thing they can do, like Green Lantern, I think didn't cast the voice cast until after.
Oh, really?
It was done. I think. Yeah, but
yeah, and then they were like, "Oh, we made a crappy shit show. What do we do?" It's like, just get the voice cast, I guess. We'll get Jeffrey Rush, so people will think it's a good movie.
Yes. Michael Clark Duncan.
And what's his name from Star Wars? The guy who played Abin Sur.
Oh yeah, that guy.
He was the Boba Fett.
He's
Jango.
Aquaman's
Jenga.
dad. Aquaman's dad.
Django.
Django.
Is it Django or Jenga?
Jenga.
Django. Who cares? The movie sucked.
Django.
What about you? Mention any recommendations?
I've been pretty slow. I'm going to go see Spider-Man next weekend. So.
Yes, me too. Me
Yeah.
too. We should review that.
Yeah.
Fans out there.
Otherwise than that, nothing.
Yeah. Joey's going to have a whole change of heart.
Yeah, he's going to go
Like
see
Marvel
Charlie's
did do it
Angels.
first.
I'll have a change of fart.
The Charlie's Angels, yes.
Yeah.
We'll see that too.
I don't want to hate this movie. People think I'm...
I get it.
If you think I'm going in this wanting to hate it, I don't. I just
it.
want him to embrace, to be independent. Because he's, got to be his own man now. The world needs an Iron Man. No, it doesn't. It had one, and 100% of them died.
Yeah, maybe
It's got a war machine.
Oh yeah, there you
We're
go.
fine.
What's wrong with that?
Yeah.
Oh, but he can't play it because he's old.
Yeah.
What if the Iron Man snapped?
Terrence Howard came back.
Hey guys,
Next time, baby.
I'm a badass.
He doesn't have that. That's not his voice.
Kinda is.
It's better.
He beats women. It's not good. Yeah,
What?
TV, maybe.
I don't know. Check
Terrence
the record.
Howard?
Next time, baby.
Next time.
Are you talking about Hustle and Flow where he beats women?
No, in real life.
I don't know about that.
All right, we'll check the police reports.
I don't have to. They're non-existent.
Okay.
Yes, I paid him off, baby.
All right.
Jesus.
Anyway, we'll be back next week. I'm Josh.
I'm Mitch.
And I'm Joey.
Later.
Bye. Psych.